Go ahead and let's talk about Five Below. I've been talking about Five Below on my Instagram. I showed you guys this trade. Now, Five Below had earnings about a few days ago or so. Actually did not have earnings the 19th. It had earnings right here. So what had happened with Five Below was the stock dropped about $20 in a day. I think sales missed by like 17%. Holiday sales missed by 17%, which made price go down. So looking at Five Below, I always like to go to the monthly chart. The reason why I like to go to the monthly chart is because I can see the bigger picture. I can see where the bigger trend, where the bigger direction is going. If you guys look right here, I have the 4 hour, the daily, the weekly, and the monthly. These are pretty much the only time frames I like to look at. These are the only time frames that I prefer to analyze. If I want to go ahead and enter, I will go ahead and enter on a smaller time frame. So I'm going to go ahead and break this trade down for you guys and tell you guys why and how and where we're at right now and how me and all my students are in this trade as well. So when we look at Five Below, the most interesting part about this is this candle right here. So this candle came down and touched this level back in December of 2018. So it's been about a little over a year since price has came back down and touched this moving average right here. So after a whole year of watching this, I've been watching Five Below. I think I traded it right here and took it up a couple times, but I wasn't really concerned looking long term with Five Below, just catching it off this blue line. I was more concerned on catching it off the yellow line. So I waited for price to come back down here. And actually what happened was I had this on my radar and I got an alert saying Five Below has dropped whatever, whatever, whatever. And I was like, you know what? That sounds like a pretty big drop. $20 in a day. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take a look at this trade and I'm going to go ahead and see if it pulled back down to the level that I wanted to pull down to. So I waited an entire year. I got in probably once or twice in between that entire year to catch the bounce off this, expecting that it can go up, but it really failed and really didn't do that. But I took profits on this trade every single time. So I really waited an entire year to get a long-term entry on Five Below. We actually got this entry around 105. So we got in, let me actually go ahead and fix that real quick. We got in at about, let me find the price for you guys. Where is this at? So we got in about, let's say 105.54. So we got in around 105 or so. So this candle yesterday, this white was all the way down here bouncing off of that. I saw a little bit of wicking right there, letting me know that the buying pressure was pretty strong. And I told my students, we're going to go ahead, everyone go ahead, put your whole account into Five. This is a trade that I don't want to miss out on. This is a trade that you can't miss out on. I've waited a whole year for this. In my experience, and if you ask any of my students, the best trades come with patience. Sometimes there's not going to be trades every single day. Sometimes, for me, I only watch, 20, 25 stocks. There's certain stocks that I really like to watch. And there's stocks that I know if they come to a certain price level, I'm going to go ahead and put a bigger position than I normally would on other trades. So Five Below was a trade that took a lot of time to develop, as you guys can see. It took about a whole year to develop. Now that we got into this entire trade, I got a really good entry on this. I even posted this on my Instagram story for everybody as well for free. So this is where I'm looking to take Five Below back to its previous all-time high of about 150 or so. Once Five Below comes back up to that high, I'm going to go ahead and see what happens. Who knows? Five Below might come back up to this high, come right back down, and then if it does come right back down, we may just be in a sideways flat right here. Who knows? That's what could happen. But that's why we have to go ahead and we have to keep our eyes on this trade, especially all my students and everybody who's managing this trade. Another thing is our stop loss. We definitely will not let this trade go out of profit. So as you guys can see right here, we have some very strong bullish pressure. Let's see. If I'm going to manage this trade, I'm probably going to manage it on the 1 hour chart. I definitely could see it coming up to like 120 or so. 115, like definitely past my expectations. Just today only, it went up about $7 per share. So some of the best things I can tell you guys is, don't be impulsive. Don't just jump into trades. Don't jump into trades every single day. I don't place trades every single day. I didn't place a new trade today. I got into Five Below uh, Friday, I believe, Friday at market close, like 2:50 p.m. Got into that, and I haven't placed a brand new trade since. When you're in a good trade like this, that's going to run. Focus on this trade. Manage your trade. You don't need to have a bunch of trades open that you got to manage, especially if you're a beginner. Don't do that. And if the more experience you have, take a look at this watch list. I know all of these stocks. I have a lot of experience trading all of these stocks. I have an idea and can plot out exactly where price is, what the chart looks like, just by looking at the price without ever having to look at a chart, because I have years of experience looking at these. So another thing that you guys should do as well is, get familiar with a few different stocks. Keep your eyes on these stocks for the next 1, 2, 3 years, and I guarantee you're already going to know how this stock moves. And when it comes to important support levels or important resistance levels, you're going to know which support, which resistance levels are going to be the most sensitive.